Selena, Caws said. She's a runaway. Crumb nodded, biting into his own sandwich and chewing thoughtfully. You should stay clear of her. No good comes from mixing with humans. Caw felt an itch of irritation. Crumb couldn't tell him what to do, just because he was older. But, Caw, you have responsibilities now, said Crumb, as a feral. You can't let people know what you are. Humans can't be trusted. Caw wasn't so sure. Crumb thought everyone was out to get him. Besides, Caw's friend Lydia was a normal girl. True, he hadn't seen her in the 2 months or so he'd been living with Crumb, but that wasn't because he didn't want to. It was because he knew her mother didn't want him hanging around with her. Her father, Mr. Strickham, didn't even know about the ferals. They had their own life, a normal one. You going to eat that? Said Pip, hopefully, pointing at Caw's sandwich. His own plate was already empty, and a couple of mice were polishing off the crumbs. Yes, said Caw, drawing the plate closer to his chest. You'd better, said Crumb. We've got training this morning, remember? Then your reading lesson. Caw groaned. He enjoyed the reading, but Crumb insisted on training with their animals 3 times a week, and that tended to be a lot more painful. Do we have to? Crumb rolled his eyes. How many times, Caw? The spinning man might be gone, but we don't know how many of his followers are still on the loose, waiting to strike. An image flashed through Caw's mind, the white spider he had seen scuttling through the graveyard after he had destroyed the spinning man for good. But he'd only seen it for half a second. Surely it was his tired mind conjuring up phantoms. He shook off the thought. Without a leader, Caw began. There will always be a new enemy, said Crumb sternly. Before Caw could protest more, a pigeon flashed past, snatched the sandwich from his plate, and fluttered above, just out of reach. Very funny, said Caw, rolling his eyes. The pigeon dropped the sandwich, and Caw caught it. I'll train twice as hard tomorrow. How about that? Crumb gave him a hard stare, and Caw couldn't help but look away, embarrassed. After all Crumb had done for him, maybe he did owe the pigeon feral more respect. But a part of him bristled, still. Crumb wasn't his dad, or even his big brother. But he was always telling him what to do. He'd only given Caw a watch so that he could make him show up for meals on time. Surely Caw didn't have to tell him everything. I can't force you, said Crumb. But remember, this afternoon is Emily's funeral. Of course, said Caw. He'd only met the elderly centipede feral once. She'd been a sad old lady, haunted by the deaths of her children in the dark summer. Is it true she has no heir? He asked quietly. Crumb nodded. With her passing, the centipede line will end forever. A silence fell. Feral powers passed from parent to child. There was no other way. So, if we're not training, what are we doing? Said Shimmer. She was eyeing his sandwich too, Caw noticed. He tore off a piece and tossed it to her. We're going out, he said. Can I come too? Said Pip, jumping to his feet. Caw managed to disguise his grimace as a smile. Sometimes it was fun having Pip around, but other times he followed like a shadow, making Caw feel desperate to be on his own. Why don't you stay and train with Crumb? Caw said. You just be bored with me. Crows are really dull, you know? Charming, croaked Screech. Pip looked disappointed, but nodded. Caw unrolled the blanket he used as a pillow and took out a slim, dark blade, the crow's beak. He slid it inside the scabbard he'd made from old leather and slung its straps